Hello, I'm Freelander. Welcome to the Game Trove. Boy, do I have a big one for you today. We are talking about Army of Fortune and Army of Tactics, metaverse that is going to have at least 3 games in it, plus third-party games starting next year. Army of Tactics is live on the App Store. It's in its soft launch phase. We have 4 out of at least 8 islands out, and here's some gameplay while I talk about their AMA that was yesterday. They pack that thing full of info. There is so much alpha in those AMAs. I highly recommend watching them. I've been a little selfish with my tactics lately and haven't been showing my my secret strategies. So I figured I'd open that up so that new players can get a little bit of a more education on how to play the game better. Just watching kind of how I do things, how I manage my mana flow and stuff. Of course, against the AI, it's simple. If you don't have trees, I'll also put in some videos later with other things, maybe just specifically talking about gameplay, just using more basic units, everything. All right, so a lot to cover. They just wanted to reiterate that Galaxy should be safe to the best of their knowledge, but always be careful when using third-party when using any online thing. Just use safe wallet practices and that sort of thing. Plenty of videos on YouTube about Web3 safety. Moving on. Community feedback is very, very important. So if you have not already, or if you have more feedback, please put it in. Let the team know on Discord. They are always listening and taking our feedback, and then they can do polls that actually make impact on the game and let us choose what we want for the game. They are opening an ideas channel really soon for those of us who have desires for the game or wanted features or innovative ideas to put in there. They're looking for collaborations within the Web3 space. So if you know people, or if you are a content creator or anything like that, jump in the Discord and especially let Coco know, and we can go forward with that. None of this is financial advice, and I am not sponsored by them at this time. And yeah, I'm just doing this for the fun and for I think it's a great project. AFC. Asim said that it was the heart of the AOF verse. I would phrase it the lifeblood, because it flows around the system and stuff, and is going to be very integral to everything gamers are doing. So they went through a lot of that. 101 billion tokens is the soft cap for it. So I made a price speculation video on it a month and a half ago. I still hold to those numbers. That would put it at worth a penny if it got a penny or two if it got to those numbers. So it's the 1000x thing. It may or may not come to pass, but it'd be really cool to see if it did. So exciting stuff. Oh, and this is an elite battle, I'm pretty sure. I got into the elite battle. Started doing those more since the cap came down. And I think some of the players that were farming it as pretty much a day job are no longer doing that at this time, since the it's worth like 23 cents now, if that, to do an elite battle. But if the price goes way up, you're going to want to be stacking those coins. Of course, you're playing against other players, so it's very much zero sum. So one player loses, another player gains, unless you get an AI, which I did actually yesterday. So it does happen on occasion. This morning it was definitely a person. Anyhow, moving on. So much to cover. I don't know how I'm going to do this in the 5 minutes I have left. Maybe I'll make a part 2, or maybe I'll just make a longer video. Let me know in the comments which you would prefer, longer videos or 2-parters on these AMAs, because they pack so much alpha in. So cool to see what they're doing. What else was I going to say? So it's a soft cap, so they're going to try to keep the supply stable. That's how it's algorithmically programmed, and their sinks and faucets, they're going to try to keep this supply stable, the circulating supply. There's so much they could do with the token that I don't think inflation will be an issue with it, and yeah, I'm excited. There was one more thing I was going to say about the token that they said about the token. Oh, it is right now they could mint more, potentially. They are not planning to for the foreseeable future. They just don't want each token to be worth $10, and then new players to the game would have to spend $10 if they run out of coins for one match. That being said, I think the way to, and they said they wouldn't mint new ones without the community's approval. I think the way, if we get there, the way to, this is my 2 cents on the matter, the way to do it would be to airdrop twice as many tokens out there, so every wallet gets 2 times the tokens they have, so everybody has the same value of tokens. All the different sinks, all the different places where tokens are, have the exact same amount of money in there. It's just they have twice as many tokens, each worth half as much, because there's 2 times the supply. Hopefully that makes sense, so nobody actually loses money if there's twice the amount of tokens in circulation. That's how I would do it. I think that would be a fair way to do it, and I think that would put potential investors at ease. I don't like to play 2 elites in a row right now. It still gets my heart pumping a lot. Like I'm not very competitive. I'm not very I'm a little risk averse in some ways. I mean, I'm a total degen when it comes to tokens, but as far as pitting my skills against other players, I like to take it easy. So yeah, you can notice in these videos my cadence is what wins me a lot of battles. I think this one, I was sure I was going to win it, but these archers got to blick here, which I fixed in another one, but I was not happy about that. I thought for sure I was going to whoop them. Anyway, a lot to cover. Android version soon. And when they say soon, they usually mean within a week or 2, usually. That's my speculation on the matter. Very important for them to get it out there. There's a lot of Android players, so that'll be a very good thing for the ecosystem. Website also soon. Graphics will be upgraded. So somebody was asking about that, and they are going to be upgrading graphics, updating some of their in-game characters. I think the main one that needs an upgrade that doesn't really fit with the rest of the world is Vampire, in my opinion. I'm like, So that's my opinion on the matter. That's my least favorite character right now as far as looks go. And moving on. More units. There are plans. His answer was yes, but maybe not for a while is probably how I'm taking that. But yeah, and they don't want to give too much away. Elite battles do have humans. I mean, most of them are humans. I have played one bot in the Elite, but mostly humans. I think I'm about 50-50 for how many I've won and lost. Maybe, yeah, I think I'm about 50-50. Problem is, I lost to both the battles that I was playing at 500k. So I'm way down in tokens from playing it, but at the same time, we get rewarded for burning AFC. So with AFG, so not 1-to-1, but the more AFC we burn, the more AFG they're gonna airdrop us. So at least I think that's how it's gonna work. Don't quote me on it. See, cadence wise, I just let him do his thing here. Like, I was surprised. I think he added one more unit here, and it's like, well, then I'm just going to win. So anyway, because you're out of mana on our 5th battle. Anyway, moving on, just giving you some tips and tricks as I notice what's going on over here. Yeah, we're already at 11 minutes, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Seasonal leaderboard rewards is something they might do in the future. I know why Paul is asking is because he's was number 1. Feels good, man. Got up above. Paul's been pretty busy at work, so yeah, it's kind of cool to see who's out there playing and getting up there. Feels good, man. And I maybe we'll do one of these days. But he says he has a counter to my my forest strategy here. So I'm kind of like, I don't really want to just match up with you so you can learn how to beat me directly. So if I ever fight you again, I might just not use the trees that time. Anyway, game 3.0 paper is out. I have not read it yet. I haven't had a chance to go do that. I'm gonna start this here. I'm just gonna power through and get it done because we're almost to the end. They want to start supporting user-generated content and provide more opportunities for that to happen and support content creators and others. Hopefully myself included. That'll be nice. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. And there's going to be a free NFT mint, non-in-game. So like, it won't affect the game, but it's going to be a commemorative NFT collection, which I think is great, and hopefully something I'll use for my profile picture. Hopefully I'll get something good there. I really would encourage them to whitelist OGs, or at least B-list OGs. I don't know what it's called, but anyway, have them have some sort of priority so that they can get one. Maybe depending on the activities. Maybe that can be a leaderboard reward. That'd be a cool idea. That might be a good reward for the leaderboard. Anyway, new speaker. Sorry. Just a note on the AMAs. The new speaker can't hear anything while they're connecting. So that's part of the disconnect when somebody goes up to the stage is just they don't know, they can't hear the host saying, oh, okay, he's almost here or whatever. They just gotta have to guess when they're heard or when they're not heard. So note on that. New Islands will. So I asked a couple questions, and here are the answers. New Islands will continue to be more advanced in their resource gathering, and I have noticed, starting at Island 4 especially, you have to do one resource before you get another resource before you get another resource, and you have to be strategic about it because you only have so much warehouse space and everything. So I think they're and it's only going to get more advanced as you go up, and hopefully they can add some really cool features in there. And then the idea board is coming soon. They liked my idea about Army of Fortune players when that game comes out requesting resources from Army of Tactics players like Islanders do now. That'd be kind of cool. All right, that's all I have for you today. This was a bit of a longer one, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Enjoyed some Elite Battle mayhem, and I know I had a lot of fun with Terry here, and you win some, you lose some. So, all right, yeah, that's what I have. Keep playing, keep burning that AFC, and hopefully growing your stack. And yeah, Freelander out.